Okay. So the first thing I wanted to start with is talking a little bit about the human design lines and their significance. Um, Basically, in human design, well, for some people on here who may not even know what human design is, let me start with like a definition and an overall view of that. Human design has become very popular over the last year, I would say. But when I first kind of jumped into it in 2019, there, I mean, almost it might have been two or three people, four people, coaches, especially in the industry that were talking about it and using it to work with their clients. Now, pretty much a lot of people are using it. A lot of people are talking about it. A lot of people are interested in it. It's become almost as popular as astrology. And so what human design is basically, I like to say it's a mixture of Eastern and Western modalities. And basically it is, the purpose of it is to tell you how you are designed to move through life, in your relationships and business in a really aligned way. It's not a personality type. That's something I like to tell people too, because a lot of people think, oh, well, this is my personality type. No, it's not. It's not like Myers-Briggs or one of those other, tools. It is like astrology in that it's based on facts around your birth. So if you get the facts right about your birth, your birth date, your birth time, and the geographical location in which you were born, then your chart is correct. Because a lot of times in the beginning, when I first started doing this, I would pull people's chart, and then if they weren't, it wasn't the type that they wanted to be, like either a manifester or, I think a lot of people think generators are cool, manifestors are cool. Nobody wants to be a projector, and a lot of people don't want to be reflectors either. But really all the types are amazing. It's really just about you figuring out how it works for you. I like to say human design is a playground, not a rule book. It's not something that is designed, at least I don't use it to limit people. It's really designed for you to take the magic that comes through to you, like in when you're studying the modality, and then whatever doesn't align, whatever doesn't feel good, whatever doesn't feel true to you, then you just chuck the information. It's not a big deal. It's not a religion. You're not going to go, to hell or anything if you don't follow it book by book. And so I wanted to just give a brief introduction because I don't want to assume everybody knows what human design is. Um, Before I kind of jumped into the details about the lines and the profiles. Um, and so a profile in particular, this particular element in human design really represents your overall personality type. And learning style. I also like to use it because I work with a lot of entrepreneurs. I like to say that it's kind of like your leadership style and your branding and when it comes to your business, which is one of the reasons why I decided to create this class and this masterclass series, because I wanted to kind of dive deeper into that, because a lot of times there's not a lot of information, at least not the way I teach it anyway, about like different elements in human design. There's a lot of information out there about type, um, some information about authority, but not a ton about like the profiles and how you can use them. When I started to lean into my human design lines and my profile, like a lot of stuff started to happen with my branding, and my messaging got even more potent, and the way that I lead my clients and my audience became even more powerful. So I wanted to share the wisdom that I have gathered through my experience, and also, in working with a lot of clients over the last couple of years with this modality, and how you can actually really use it to become even more, powerful as an entrepreneur and as a leader in the online space. Um, and so I also think that it can inform the way that you structure your programs and your offers, which is not, I'm going to get more into that next month when I do launch like a badass by design. But I'm going to talk a little bit like an overview about how you can really, structure your offers depending on, your personality type and what you enjoy doing and how you enjoy learning and how you enjoy leading, instead of kind of working against what's in alignment. I always advise people to do what they know is right for them because it makes things easier. And we all want it to be a lot easier than hard. Um and so when you have your profile, it's going to be on your chart under the information, the written information, and there's going to be a number on the left and then a slash and then a number on the right. The number on the left is your conscious line. This is the aspect of your personality that you are going to be very aware of. Like if I let you know what it is, you're going to be like, oh yeah, that's me. Definitely. And then the other side is unconscious, meaning that, depending on where you are in your spiritual journey and how introspective and familiar with yourself that you probably will be familiar with that. You will know that, but it's something that's not, you're not going to necessarily like consciously be doing. It's just who you are, you know what I'm saying? And it's also the way that other people see you. So the line on the left is the way you see yourself. So this is the way you're going to consciously be moving kind of through life. And then the line on the other side is the way that other people see you, and it's going to be unconscious. So that kind of I guess juxtaposition comes into play when you're really tapping into your profile. You have these two lines, and so you're gonna have to find the balance and what that really looks like for you and how it's gonna help you like show up.